This is Amy scraping on her beautiful paint job. See how it breaks off?
I'm never coming home again.
Oh, I hear Amy pulling some skin. Pulls off like snake skin.
Yuck.
This whole room was like that. My brother Peter is going to blow out with the snow here. The winter of 92, 94. Okay, I'll do that too. Some of the snow is too hard because we plowed and packed it. The blower works best on the plowing. That's how much snow there is.
You're not taking him no more?
That's all what Albert and I plowed up. There's old gypsy girl. This is the intersection of County Road 8 and County Road 12 that we live on. I'm just going to show you the buildup of snow from the plow going by. You can see it just about has the T sign buried. That South Branch in the background. This is County Road 12, that's my brother's Peter there. And then to the right is Esther, my aunt, and her son Larry lives down in the big house. And then there's a driveway right behind Peter's, across from Esther's, that's my folks. Get an idea of how much snow there is and kind of what the lay of the land is. Okay, these are our buildings coming up. Here, Albert, that's the well house. See how much snow is covered up and how much it goes up on the building behind it, which is a steel face shed. And this is a building that we have bolts in and the big barn behind. You can see the snow elves piled up with the plow. That's his blockhouse, what he does with his house. This is all part of our grove here. And you can see the drifts there. And a really big drift here that goes into where that others is piled up on the T.
Come on, kid.
That's honeysuckle hedge they're holding the drift.
Get the ball.
Clotheslines there.
Get the ball, Rocky. Get the ball.
It's Alfred
Come on, get
with
the
the
ball.
dogs. Rocky loves this.
Get the ball. Get the ball. Come on, quick the ball. Come on.
The drifts make great
Get the
bumpers
ball.
to a soccer game.
Give me the ball.
Here's Gypsy and Kelly too in the background. There, he just threw it back to Albert. He could really stand this cold weather, Rocky. He loves it. Play some more. Here's Gypsy girl. How you doing, Gypsy? Yeah, good girl. Good girl. Yeah, you love it, don't you? You love it. Give her some loving now.
Yeah, I always do.
There's Kelly in the background. Oh, here's Rocky says, play with me, don't pet her. Here's Kelly and Gypsy.
Take my truck out so he can see it.
Did you hear that? He's gonna go get his pickup for the plowman. He's got a bowl in there. And you can see in the front of my house, got some snow. And there, so we've been piling it up a bit. That's the birdhouse up there. When Peter blew snow the other day, he filled it up with snow. Our driveway. There's Rocky. And it's Peter's house in the background, those trees. There's the snow Albert's pushed with the plow. That's our well house behind. Pump house, I call it.
Tell him that's what you need to live up here, one of these.
Here's the truck Albert got. You know, put the plow on it. Works mighty fine. That view of the house, well, it's the front actually, but you can see how much snow is stuck
Look
up
at Rocky laying in the snow. You got him?
there. Oh, where is he?
Right there. Ah, too late.
Oh, there he is.
Windshield factor's gonna be about 30. It's gonna be about 30 the
It
windshield.
warmed up today. It's about 1 degree above. But we'll take a breather soon because it's awfully cold out here. There's a slight breeze, probably only about 5 miles an hour. But that makes the wind chill pretty cold. Here's that steel shed you could slightly see in the background. You can see it's pretty well buried. Right now, Peter has a few machines stored in there. We didn't need it. pretty dark, but you get the gist of it. I moved to the other side. This is a little bit more light here. There's the 85 horse motor, a little platform there. Look at the side here. You see his tractors and on the shelves and things. He set himself up a pretty big workshop in here. This building was an old granary for storing corn or soybeans. That's real solid wood inside. This old chicken coop. We're going to take that building down.
Wait here. My
Let me show you his alleyway between the buildings. See his plow in there. Well, it sounds like somebody caught Gypsy. Kelly doesn't let Rocky pick on Gypsy too much, though. Hey, Kelly. Hey, Kelly.
alley.
Good girl. Get him. Get him. It's just
So it's just like Coco.
chase him off. I guess maybe Albert hit the ball. Gypsy gets her exercise. Rocky gets beat up. It's that passage where we're going to build a breezeway between the garage and the house. You see how much snow is piled up here. We're going to go into the backyard for a moment and show you everything here. Across the fence that we had the dogs in, the cow calls us for the summer.
That red one is a storm fence, though.
Yeah, there it is. That's for catching snow.
You can go as far as there.
And here's from, like, the fence. There's our patrol room. You see the drifts in our backyard. It's going to be pretty wet here this spring. Probably pretty muddy, too. It goes down into that little breezeway. Al wanted me to show you the lamps that he put up on the house, too. Just a second. I'm just going to take a little look here. This thermometer is in the sun. So it says about 30 degrees, that's the sun. And the other thermometer that said 0 was in the shade, so quite a big difference. And this also measures the wind chill, if you know how fast the wind is. Now I said I thought the wind was about 5 miles an hour. Let me see. There, 5 miles an hour at 30. So the wind chill is about 20 degrees, and at 0, so in the shade, the wind chill then at 5 miles an hour would be about a -6 factor. Of course, it could be a little more. At 10, it would be a -23 factor. So you can see how the wind makes a big difference around here. And there's that snow. So you could tell from these drifts that we surely do have the wind. Just got to be awful careful. Let me see. The sun gets so bright there, you can see the lamps up on the roof. Let me see if I can get away from the sun there. There you go. It really makes the backyard bright when he turns these on. Yeah. I'd say about time for me to go in. My hands are getting awfully cold.
Cold. Very cold.
Let's see if we can see your breath.
Huh?
There, you can see his breath. Let's make sure you saw his beautiful
Tell
decorating.
him, without this, you couldn't survive here.
You can tell from all the flowering he's done that, as Albert just put it, he couldn't survive here
Well, in
without
the
it.
earlier photos, your brother blowing it.
Yes.
In the earlier part of the film. Who are you getting, me or the house?
You.
Get the hell out of here.
You lost it.
Get them?
Yeah, I think so. I can't see. Look at their little butts showing. Bring him back to Daddy to play with him? Yes, there he did. This is our entry. It's actually what they might consider the back door, but it's the door everybody comes into. It enters here, and this had been an entryway, and that room past there had been a garage, an attached garage, which was made into a family room, but we had gutted it and cleaned it up and put new carpeting and stuff. From the entry is into the family room and dining area. The table there, I recognize that chandelier came from Pennsylvania. There's our server. It's the picture we had up in the kitchen. Our hutch. So you can tell we have a lot of south windows, and it's very sunny and bright in the house. This is looking across the entry and into the kitchen. The door there leads to the basement. Looking from the dining area across to where we have our television and a little den-like area over there. We have a new sofa, and there's Albert watching a little television. But about how long is this room?
Well, how long is what end?
This room?
This room?
Yes.
30 feet. You got two 12s, that's 24, and you got three more singles, that's 30 feet long.
30 feet long. Keeps both the dining area and the television area very nicely.
Combination.
Yeah, it's not crowded at all. Just a little sweep so you can tell that there's plenty of room between the two areas. This is the entry, and I have my desk there. And of course, one of Albert's clocks. And we quite haven't decided quite what's going to go above the desk. And this is the rail. There had been a wall here that Albert had taken out. And he designed to have this rail put here and round steps at the end to go up into the kitchen. There had been like a 2-inch landing there and then steps up, where the wall was. But we took out the landing, and he's got 2 steps here. And there had been a little wall here with the farmer's sink, and he took that out too. So we have a counter space there in the refrigerator. There's our little eating nook there. And those windows, you can tell, are sunny. It's about 1 o'clock here, 1:41 here. So the sun's down a little bit. Still quite bright to look against. And this is the new cupboards. And the door on the far end goes into the formal living area. Double arches there, one into the hallway, one into the formal living area. And that's our doorbell chimes above it. See, we got about a foot above the cupboards that put a bunch of our little collections in. My Red Wing is up there, and this end Albert has steins that we hadn't even displayed in Pennsylvania. They found a little nook up here. Family room. We have our grandfather clock there. There's another arch into the hallway. See a few of the things we have here. We have a south window here, big window, so it's quite bright. And then our front door, what they actually consider the front door, but which isn't used very much in here. And these are wooden floors we had redone. This is a plant that we were given in the housewarming. It's quite different. And you can see back here, Albert's gone to a few smaller clocks. Since we have a smaller house, we've gotten into a few little battery operated old alarm clocks and things. And a few other things in here too. The back toward the kitchen, as you can see all the way through to the playroom on the end. And there he has his stereos, and we have a little bit of a closet there next to the front door. And there's the grandfather clock. It opens up to an attic door there, the master bedroom. This is where we had done our extension from about where that trunk is back is all new. And put the old Spanish set of furniture, really did this room up nice. And TV over here, and a big closet. Bathroom. Same person that did our kitchen cabinets did these cabinets. And the medicine cabinet we had bought at a do-it-yourself home center. It's a shower. You can't really see much here. Too tight of a space, but Albert put the shower in. And here's the type of medicine cabinet we have. And then this cabinet for our linens goes up and has that same rail as the kitchen does. But it's a little bit closer to the ceiling, so it'll be hard to display anything up there. This is down the hall. We have 2 bedrooms there. This is lights from the hallways in the Pennsylvania. This is a smaller bedroom. We bumped the beds for a little extra room. You could probably see our floor well in this room because we don't have a rug down yet. And a little area rug we're planning. And he's got a TV over here. And we just unpacked another box of pictures, so we've got a few more we could put up here now. Last bedroom, guest bedroom. We have the yellow furniture in here. Nice sized bedroom, and it has a big closet here too. And the other room had a big closet like this too behind the door. Back out into the hallway, and you can see the arch that goes into the family room and the other arch that goes into the kitchen. That's a door up to a walk-up attic. It's going down into the basement. We it down here. It was all cinder block. And well, you can see there's a few things still hanging around here. We're going to put up some shelves and put a ceiling up and then paint the floor And this is where I'm going to have my computer and word processing office and stuff. This is going from that room. That's how long the basement is. It had paneling glued. That's what the spots on the cinder block is. It had paneling glued up here, and we took it all down because it was wet. Those are my books that are going to go into my office. It goes, kind of make an L shape over to here. This is where your dad's been using as a kind of work area for all the projects in the house. That's the back of the cistern room there. That's why it's cinder block there. And then the boiler is here, which we took the paneling off to air out to while we were putting in the new boiler. Well, furnace, I should say. And I'll show you the cistern room and the laundry room, which is up here. That's where it's going to be the office. There's a break for a moment. I got a battery that was charged. And here we're going into the laundry room. That's at the base of the steps that go up. Okay, we still aren't done with the step area here. Okay. You can see that wall is not finished. They had carpet glued on there for insulation, and we ripped that off. I have to get that cleaned up yet. But these rooms I sealed with a water. These walls I sealed with a waterproofer. Okay, there's my utilities. That we have are out of the kitchen. Albert was able to take them off the walls without breaking them up or anything. They have cupboards on this side too. This is the cistern room. You can see where it's about, I don't know, 18 inches off the floor. So that has a concrete base in there. And then it's blocked, cinder block room. And cabinets behind the door too that goes out. And that wall was cut open like that door frame into the cistern room already, and then Al worked in there. Okay. Here he did some replumbing here too, with a sewage line, and new pipes there for my utilities. A shower and a stool and a sink here. And that goes under the stairs. I painted a little bit under there. We still have a little bit to do there. The doorway and the cabinet. Up into the cistern room. And in the middle of the room, well, you can see that is a bricked rectangle there. That would have been the filter for the water that came in here off the gutters, the leads. That would come down into here and go into the center of this brick foundation here. And the water would then overflow the brick foundation into the rest of the room, and any gunk or leaves or residue would stay in the center of this to filter out all that kind of organic materials. Okay, then here you can see, well, I have to step inside so you can see a little better. Albert moved our entire water system into here so that the laundry room had plenty of room. This is out of the way and real compact. You can see the fuse boxes back there. And this is our reverse osmosis water filtering system to take any nitrates out of the water. Because you get a high nitrate count around here from the chemicals that are used on the farmland. And the water let's see, this is the water heater. And this is our water softener system here by Lindsay Eco Water System. That softens the hard water, and he's of course has his filtering like he did in Pennsylvania. Okay, up to a couple shelves. I can't do much of a panorama around here because it's too compact a room, and he's got all the tools and supplies that he might need in the house on any occasion here. You see a lot of paint rollers still doing. Of the cistern room into the laundry room there then. And of course light switches. This particular cistern, because it was a new house built on an old foundation, where I'm standing was a cistern, and then behind this plywood door, and there's a little bit of a plywood wall there, the cistern goes out underneath the ground outside of the house. So we have a cement cap on it out there. And this is up just to keep the cold air out of this particular room. And you can see. Now that was for just ventilation, lets the humidity from the water go out into the basement, when this held water. And then while there you can see a patch where a water lead went out, downspout went out into the other room. The water spout would come out on this side and go down into an area drain here where you could turn that spout on and off to let some of the water flow go off. And so if you had a big rain, you didn't, flood your basement, or you could control how much was in the cistern room. And then that would be pumped up by a hand pump into the upstairs for washing and things like that, or using for cooking and things. Mostly they used it for washing clothes and bathing because it would be soft water since it was rainwater. We'll look in through here so you can see that he has everything blocked up, and you can see that the whole water system fits between the outside wall of the cistern and the other wall of the cistern. That had originally all been standing in this area, and so it really opened up, gave me all this space where my utilities are, because the waters were all the piping and everything was over in this area.